We're just going to give a couple minutes, folks, for the webinar to start here, but I just want to thank everybody for taking out the time of their day to join us. Hi, Marty. Hi, Lisa. Thanks for joining. We're going to start here soon. Yeah. Hey, Robin. Thanks for being here. Robin will be in charge of our chat box. So if anyone has any particular questions while we're reviewing, they can just drop some questions in the chat. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Jean. You're muted.
There I am.
There you are. Hello, thanks for joining.
Thank you. I'll be leaving early though, unfortunately.
Okay, not a problem.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks for being here. Yeah, it looks like we got a good group of folks on here. We're gonna just wait a little bit longer. I know some folks will be trickling in too as we begin, so I also know a lot of people want to get outside as soon as possible. If this is their lunch break, it's time to get out and take a nice walk. But we won't take too much of your time here. Yeah. Drop this down here. Thanks, Robin. Hello, James. Hello, Steve. Hello, Dee. Thanks for joining in. We're going to take just maybe a more minute or two to let folks trickle in. Hello, Mike. Welcome. I see an iPhone, so I'm not sure who that is, but welcome. Awesome. All right. Okay. Well, it's 12:01. I think we're going to get started here. Hello, welcome everybody. Thanks for joining us today, and we appreciate, the effort on your behalf to be here. My name is Dina Hornbaker, and I'm the Community Partnership Coordinator here at Solar Holler. So I help coordinate these collaboratives all around the state, and we are currently offering our largest discount program in the greater Charleston area. So let's dive into it. Today, we have a guest speaker, Linda Bodie, who will be presenting on financing, soon to be solar homeowner and business owner. We'll jump into that here soon, but just kind of wanted to, get started. So some of you have heard about Solar Holler, and maybe some of you haven't on this call, but here we just want to learn more about solar. We want to learn about us and our collaboratives. So I'd like to give you some background on who we are and what we do. So we're a solar-based company based out of Huntington and Shepherdstown. We are now currently at 100 employees. All of our installation crews are unionized, and we do everything in-house, from design to modeling to building to financing and servicing solar across Appalachia. So we have built more than 1,000 solar projects in Central Appalachia, and that's more than anybody else in Appalachia. We have gotten our start with nonprofits. So our first installation was a church in Shepherdstown, and I'll show you a photo about that later here on. So, we're on a mission to make clean energy affordable and to rebuild our Appalachian economy and to spread the benefits of clean energy. So Solar Hauler believes that we can be the change we want to see. And in a first for West Virginia Solar, we built these core principles into our charter so that no bank or investor can ever keep us from focusing on what matters to us most. That's treating our colleagues fairly, our communities with respect, and our mountains with reverence. And the Greater Charleston Solar Collaborative, here we are. So this solar collaborative is about bringing folks together with a group discount. And this is our first time offering a large discount program to the Greater Charleston area. So we're covering Kanawha County, Lincoln County, Putnam County, Roane, and Clay County. And these group discounts started in a variety of ways. Last year, we ran the Huntington Tri-State Collaborative. Casey is here on the call with us today, who helped us kind of push that out to the Huntington area. But that collaborative started with the Southside Neighborhood Association. And they reached out to Solar Hauler because they said, hey, in our HOA, there's about 25 or more folks that want to go solar together as a community. Would you work with us to create this discount program? And that's how some of these collaboratives begin. And that was a huge success in the Huntington Tri-State area. Now we're bringing that same program in a different manner to the Greater Charleston area. So super exciting news. So how this works is basically, the collaborative opened, the Greater Charleston Solar Collaborative opened on January 9th, and it ends on March 27th. That's supposed to be a March. There's an R missing here in this slideshow. Sorry about that. But like I said, these counties included are Kanawha, Putnam, Lincoln, Roane, and Clay. And the discount grows as the membership grows. So in this graphic here, you see 1 to 5 members is a $500 discount plus a $500 discount off of batteries backup system. And then 6 through 15 members, it grows to $1,000 discount plus the $500 battery backup system. Then it grows to 16 to 25 members is a $1,500 discount on top of the $500 discount for a battery. And then 26 or more members is a $2,000 discount with $500 battery backup. So currently the Greater Charleston Solar Collaborative is at the $1,000 discount level. So if you enter this program and you are part of these counties, then you can currently receive $1,000 off of your solar installation, as well as a $500 discount battery backup system. Again, this collaborative ends on March 27th, and it's open and available to homes and businesses and nonprofits. So not only is this collaborative really big news, but the newly Inflation Reduction Act that went into effect in September of 2022 is also huge news. So here's a photo, the CEO kind of powering one of the largest installations in Huntington that we installed. But with this news is the tax credit has increased and expanded to 30% for the next decade to residents. So if you pay your federal taxes, you qualify for this tax incentive of 30%. And then I put these 10% American made and these other incentives, and these are applicable to commercial installations. So if you're a nonprofit, you are now you now have the availability to receive not only that 30% base, but you can tie in these 10% American made, 10% energy community, and then 10 to 20% of this low income community as a commercial project. So I know we're focusing on this as more so on residents, but I just wanted folks to be aware of this Inflation Inflation Reduction Act, so that if you know somebody that may be interested in utilizing this, it's to their benefit. So we're super excited and happy to see that come into play. All right. Here we go. Growing solar manufacturing in Appalachia. So the Inflation Reduction Act, this is the bill that we've been waiting to rewire Appalachia. And this bill will help us build solar panels, inverter factories in coal communities. It will help us build the supply chain for batteries and wind turbines and heat pumps and just solar modules across America. So it supports living wages and apprentices for the electricians who bring it all to life. And this is the law that will revitalize American manufacturing, bringing factories back to Appalachia and allow us to power our state with 100% clean energy. So I threw this photo in here. This is a photo of silicon. And fun fact, just upriver from Charleston, there's a silicon factory. So maybe one day that manufacturing company will help build solar modules in the state of West Virginia. And these are some of completed projects. These are some completed commercial projects that we have here. This was our first Shepherdstown Presbyterian installation here. This was our first project in Shepherdstown, our commercial project. And then Dickinson and Wade, another farm, did a, excuse me, a ground mount. And then here with us, Element Federal Credit Union is just getting electrified today in Charleston. We also do, obviously, residential projects on your home. These are some images and photos of folks in Fayetteville as well as in Charleston who received their solar panels. But no further for me, but I would like to introduce to you our guest speaker. Linda Bodie is the CEO of Element Federal Credit Union, headquartered in Charleston. And she began her career with Element in 1998. She is a lifelong West Virginian, and her mission is to help people, her community, and contribute to a sustainable future for all. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you our guest speaker, Linda Bodie.
Thank you very much, Dina. Appreciate that intro. And it's a pleasure to be here with you this afternoon to talk about solar. So Dina, I think you can go to the next slide. So I just wanted to start by giving you a little bit of information about Element Federal Credit Union. We're a financial cooperative. We're a nonprofit organization. We are headquartered in Charleston, West Virginia. And as a cooperative, we are membership affiliated and operate for the benefit of our members, not for profit. We also operate under the 8 cooperative principles because we are a cooperative. The 7th principle, if you ever want to look these up, they're pretty cool, is concern for community. And solar and clean energy fit perfectly into this cooperative principle. So that is one thing that we have worked to do for years, and now we are wanting to move forward even further with the implementation of solar lending in our communities, because we work for the sustainable development of our communities through our policies and programs. So we want to achieve a greater good through our responsible corporate citizenship. You can go to the next slide, Dina. And as Dina mentioned, we are going solar in 2023. Our panels on our South Charleston branch were installed a couple months ago. And right now, as we are speaking, we are getting the, I guess, Dina, you called it electrified. We're getting the hookup between the power company and our solar panels to actually make it live and operational. The installation has been awesome. We barely even knew they were on the roof. I think we didn't know they were on the roof when they were installing the panels. We definitely know they're in the house today with the installation of the electrical wiring. But it has been a great pleasure to work with Solar Hauler to install our panels, and we want to walk the talk. It was a perfect time. As a nonprofit, we weren't eligible for the tax credits, but with the Inflation Reduction Act, we got to benefit in some of those reductions in installations. So we pulled the trigger, moved forward, and we are having our very first branch going solar, and we're so excited about it. And we hope to showcase this branch with others who are interested in learning about solar, seeing how our solar works, and ultimately, next slide, Dina, helping you finance. If you are interested in going solar and you need financial assistance, we have options available to help you achieve that. Not going to go into any concrete details today because everyone's needs are different. You may just need a short-term small loan. You may need a bigger loan that might require a home equity. You may just want to secure it with a UCC filing. It depends on your situation. We have created a program through March 27th for reduced rates for the solar installations because we want the Greater Charleston Solar Collaborative to sell out. We want all of these spots filled, and we want to help you achieve that. So if you are considering it, please talk with Dina and her team at Solar Hauler, and then also talk with us about how we can work your financing to make it beneficial for you, affordable, and get you into the right kind of financing that makes sense for you. So that's what I have for you today. And I think we're going to share some links in the chat to get more information. Reach out to me anytime if you have questions. And I thank you for allowing me to talk today.
Awesome. Thank you, Linda. Thanks for sharing that. In the chat, Robin will drop the Element Federal Credit Union website if you'd like to learn more of their financing options there. And I'm just going to keep going here. So looking ahead, 10 years of secured tax benefits, a 30% tax incentive, and then just ever growing technology that improves sun prediction for you to be able to go solar and with clean energy. So if you're interested in getting started, if this is something that you would like to take a look at, you can go to our website at solarhauler.com / Greater Charleston Solar Collaborative, and we'll take a look at your specific potential savings. And so you can follow the link in our chat, and that will take you directly to our webpage to input your information. Once we have that information and a copy of your utility bill, we will put together a 3-dimensional solar model with the total amount of panels that would be right for you and your energy consumption to share with you during our consultation. We do a virtual proposal review with one of our evaluators, whether it be a residential or a commercial, and they'll review that project with you. So if you have any questions regarding your proposal, they work with you to answer those. And then, if you decide that this is something that can provide you financial security, we can move forward to choosing your financing, which includes no upfront cost, or you can choose to pay cash. And we have different types of financing. We have power purchase agreements, in the process of leases, loans, and then cash. We do have a cash discount at 15%, and that also includes the collaborative discount. So currently we're at $1,000 off of your solar installation, and if you decide to pay cash, you also get a 15% discount on that. And then if you're ready to go, Solar Hauler details your system design, orders your equipment, pulls your permits, coordinates with the utility, and installs your system. Simple as that. We kind of take care of everything from there, and you kind of sit in the back and watch us install and do all the permitting. So with that, I'd like to open up this this webinar with any questions. We have a couple folks from Solar Holler here too, if you have specific questions, or Robin, if there's any questions in the chat. Does anyone have any questions? Everyone is muted, by the way, so just make sure that you're unmuting your, yeah.
There's no questions in the chat yet, but I don't know. I think Casey is on the call. I wondered if he wanted to share some of his experience about going solar with a collaborative.
Hi, sure, I'd be happy to. Unfortunately, there is a collaborative here. Unfortunately, the 4 projects that my wife and I have already completed were done so prior to collaboratives. And we find that, I'm sorry, I'm spinning on a bicycle, can anybody tell? That the benefits are great to get this additional $2,000 or so discount. What I can say is, my experience with Solar Hall has been excellent. And most importantly, I think, for people who are considering this, is that all of our production predictions have been spot on. I'm averaging about 2% over the original predictions. And service has been great whenever it's needed, which is rare. So happy to ask and answer any questions anybody here might have about the installation process. But as Linda mentioned, it was, well, as a matter of fact, one of my installations, I never was there. It's a rental home. I never even was there while they were working on it. So it went great.
Thanks, Casey. Thanks for all your input. Yeah, if anyone has any certain questions, I do see a question in the chat that Ruth Jacobs asked, do you do the assessment virtually, or do you come to the residential site? Yeah, that's a great question, Ruth. We have up-to-date design platforms where our designers hone in on specifics regarding your home. We do the initial proposal that way virtually, but after that, someone comes to your house, goes into your attic, yeah, Robin is responding with that. We do initial virtual, and then we come out and send one of our electricians to do the technical evaluation. That's a great question, though. We've moved to this.
I would urge anybody who's, sorry.
No, go for it.
And I would urge anybody who's interested to go through that process. It's not invasive. It's not aggressive sales. It's just an informative, very interesting engineering piece. It's amazing what they can do remotely. And it'll inspire you, because it'll all start to come into place, into shape of what your rate of return might be. So I urge you to give it a try.
Yeah, there's no upfront cost for a proposal assessment either, so everything is free. The only thing that we ask for is an hour of your time to just review that proposal with you on the virtual conference call, so that, if you have any questions regarding your home specific details, then that home evaluator is there, or that commercial evaluator is there to walk through those questions with you.
And Dina, I just wanted to add something as a homeowner, separate from being with the credit union. I live in Kanawha City, if anyone's familiar with that area, with the giant oak trees. And I thought, well, solar's not for us, because these giant trees are going to block and not make it affordable, or a project that would benefit us. But clearly I was wrong. If you think your situation is not good, just get the evaluation. It is painless, and it's very enlightening. Just like Casey said, you'll learn a lot just from the process.
Thanks, Linda. Yeah, our designers are utilizing building in and modeling not only trees, mountains across the board. So shade, we shade requirements are huge, and our designers also hone in on specifics. So like Linda was mentioning, an oak tree, right? The difference between species of trees, like an oak tree versus a dogwood tree. So yeah. Casey, do you have a question?
Just another comment. This fell off my head. As I offered to the Huntington Collaborative, and I had 3 people take me up on this. I'm retired now, but I have a 30-year background as a financial planner, investment advisor. And if anybody wants my perspective on what your rate of return on your investment is, feel free to give me a call. Ask Dina for the number. Give me a buzz, and I'd be happy to walk through your analysis after you have it done to give you my perspective again on the rate of return. But my guess is, with a number of them that I've done for other people already, your rate of return is probably going to be somewhere between 6 and 9%. That's a tax-free rate of return. And Linda could probably comment that right now they don't offer 6 or 9% CDs that are tax-free at the credit union. So it is a good use of money. And in addition, the spillover of helping the earth. And I will admit, I started off as with a financial incentive, but I've turned greener every month since then. So.
Thanks, Casey. It looks like we have another question in the chat. Ruth is asking, do you have an average cost per home, say a 2,000 square foot home, or would that depend on the site? Yeah, that's a great question, Linda, or Ruth. We all of our proposals vary with square footage, orientation, roof pitch. There's a lot of underlying things that are entailed in your proposal. But for residential average cost of a home, we're looking anywhere between 30,000 to 80,000. It really just depends on your annual kilowatt usage. So whatever you're powering and use in electric. And obviously our number one motive and goal is to save you money and to offset your utility bill as you're still grid tied. And like I said, that's why, with these greater collaborative solar discount programs we're offering, as members grow, then the discount grows. So currently we're at $1,000, and then this can grow up to $2,500 with a battery backup system. Thank you. And Jean,
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
I do. Okay. You say that you've already got us up to $1,000 discount. Does that mean that you have already set this and working on people that got a $1,000 discount? I mean, I don't understand how that works.
Yeah, let me go back here. You were breaking up a little bit, so I'm going to go back to the slide and show you, whoops, there it is, how the collaboratives are broken down into these tiers. Members 1 through 5 members are receiving a $500 discount. These are for individuals that are wanting to go solar, signing their proposals, that reside in Kanawha County, Putnam County, Lincoln, Roane, and Clay. And then this grows with members. So there's tiers. 1 through 5 receive $500, 6 through 15 members receive $1,000. And that's currently the tier that we are at right now. And then 16 through 25 members receive $1,500 discount. And then 26 and over receive $2,000 discount with a $500 discount for battery backup.
And to clarify, Dina, the folks that got us to 500 are also growing with that. So they will, if the group grows to 2,000.
These are just interested people. They haven't followed through.
No, these are people that have signed a contract.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Talk a little bit about the energy that we create then is stored in a battery, correct?
Yes, but to go solar, you don't necessarily have to have a battery backup system. So there's this misconception with solar of, that, just because you have solar, you're going to stay connected. But when the grid goes out and you don't have any kind of battery backup system, then you won't have power for grid tied. So having a battery backup system is crucial for those that lose power, have power outages often. Some folks have batteries, some folks have generators. It really varies on what you prefer and your preference.
Well, why wouldn't you have a battery?
Well, some people
Backup.
don't. Some folks don't have frequent power outages, so it's not necessary.
Oh,
Also, the more
Okay.
solar energy you create, it's rolled over to the next month to offset your utility bill.
okay. So I had an evaluation done probably, I don't honestly how long ago, but it's been over 8 months or a year. Would it be necessary to be reevaluated now?
Yeah, I think it's a great time to continue looking into it. And, like Casey and Linda mentioned, our proposal process is free. Numbers will
Right,
change.
and it sounds like, okay, so all I have to do is basically go to the website and contact them again and set this up.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you can go to I think Robin dropped the chat in the chat, the
Okay.
link. Yeah. And I'd be happy to get you started in that process too, Jean. So
Okay, I'm gonna have to run, but do you want to be started in that process? Have enough information of mine?
yeah, I'll reach back out to you.
Okay, sounds wonderful. Thank you
Thanks for
so
being
much.
here. Thank
Thanks.
you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Robin, for answering. She answered some questions in the chat regarding the battery as an option. And net metering as well. So thanks, Robin, for sharing that in the chat. Does anyone else have any questions regarding the Solar Collaborative or any questions regarding solar? We made this a short and sweet webinar. Again, all of our information is online. If you go to solarholler.com and you scroll down in the middle of that home webpage, you'll notice information regarding the Greater Charleston Collaborative. And then Robin put in the chat Elements, Element Federal Credit Union. Well, it's elementfcu.org/green banking and their financing options, if that's something you're interested in. Super, super excited and thankful for Linda, our guest speaker, and Casey, thanks again for your input, and everybody else for attending. If no one has any other questions, I think we're gonna play it safe and sign off. But if you do, please feel free to share your mic. Any other questions? All right. Well, again, thank you everybody for being here, and have a wonderful day.